There he is, James DeGale. He's the one in the red shorts winning the European title against Pete the Pole, as we called him. Next defence, Saturday the 21st of April, live and exclusive on Box Nation against the former world champion Christian Sanavia from Italy. Fights taking place, co-promotion, Sauerland promotion, taking place in Denmark, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we're big DeGale fans. Yeah, that fight, don't miss that. April the 21st here. We've got a couple of fights coming up from Mexico that night, if I'm not mistaken. It's a busy, busy period. A very busy time. Now, this weekend, we have a couple of fights coming up, but there's also a fight taking place elsewhere, if you know what I mean. And that fight involves a guy that I wish we had him. I wish we had him in the studio. I wish he was down here every other week. He's defending his British light-middleweight title. And unlike some guys, some champions in different divisions, different weights, and you know, defending different belts, he's decided to defend it for the first time against a guy that beat him, stopped him, if I'm not mistaken. Please welcome back to the show the man who we've discovered waxes his eyebrows in the city that gave us Funny Girls, one of my favourite live shows. Please welcome a hellacious Blackpool welcome for Brian Rhodes. That's what I like. Brian, are you there?
Hello, Steve. How you doing, mate?
Fantastic. Brian, sorry to trivialise things as you're getting into a fight week, but I thought I'd mention the eyebrows before you did. Sorry about that.
I'm proud of the eyebrows. They're trending on Twitter now. Hashtag Brybrow.
Brybrow. So, if I go into an eyebrow place where they do that thing where they twist them, and I just ask for a brybrow, will they know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
just ask for a brybrow. It'll cost you about a tenner, but just ask for a brybrow, and your eyebrows will be looking nice and neat for next week's show.
Because I'll be honest with you, above my bazookas, the most hair I've got is actually my eyebrows. If you look, quite seriously, I mean, they're lethal. I didn't notice that before. Anyway, that's not even. Let's talk about you, Brian. You decided to go back in with Maxwell. Was that something you had to think about? Was it a hard decision for you to make?
No, I mean, as soon as I won, as soon as I beat Prince Aaron, I said to Frank Maloney I wanted that fight because it's the only loss on my record, and it's something that I need to put right before I can move on with the next chapter of my career. I need to close the book on that chapter.
But for that fight, you weren't right. Well, you weren't in the right place mentally for that fight. That's the big thing with it.
No, I think everyone knows that because I've made it public that I went to see a psychologist. So I did that for a reason, so that everyone did, know that I weren't in the right place and I weren't in the frame of mind when I boxed Maxwell. I was coming off the Jason Rushton win, which ended in tragedy. So now I'm mentally ready for the fight and obviously physically ready.
Now, with someone like Maxwell, this is his, I mean, you know that expression, this is his World Cup. Well, this is his World Cup, Champions League, all rolled into one. In some ways, that puts even more pressure on you because, to him, this, no disrespect to Max, but he knows he's got to do it in this fight. It's very unlikely he's going to get a second chance.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is the first time that he's probably had a full camp because I know he's been used as a journeyman in the past.
Comes in short
and he's
notice.
Probably only been given 2 or 3 weeks' notice. So I'm taking nothing for granted. He's had 8 or 9 weeks to train for it, so he's had long enough. So he's going to be fit, he's going to be strong, and I'm expecting a tough fight on Saturday night. But I know I'm positive of putting things right.
I tell you, there's an awful lot of good domestic fights for you floating around, aren't there? A lot of fighters, been bubbling.
Sam Webb, Matthew Wall. The division's hot at the moment, but I think the division's hot in my weight. But in every other weight, there's some really good domestic fights on as well.
Now, you know what? I could do a whole show on 2 or 3 fights at each weight, and let's just hope that we see some of them this year. Well, listen, we'll see you against Maxwell. It's on this weekend, obviously, on Sky. Listen, best of luck to you, Brian. And we'll speak to you next. We'll speak to you very soon, I promise. And I will get. If ever you're in London on Monday, you come in here, no problem at all. I really mean that.
Brilliant, mate. Thanks for your time. Cheers.
No, my pleasure. Brian Rhodes there. He did something really cool. I think it was cool. Before we'd even agreed, before we'd even spoken to him, we reached out, we left him a message. The first thing he did was go onto Twitter and said, I'm on Bunce's show tonight. And then we called him. We said, yeah, I'll come on, it's not a problem. I like that, it's quite nice, because we were let down tonight by a couple of people. A bit disappointing, because we had some things planned and we cut some special films. And people have been asking about the opening sequence, the Saved by the Bell, and who put that together. Well, it wasn't me. That's all I can say. Jim Bentley, that's all I can say. I can't say any more. Hey, listen. That's right. That's right. When things like that happen, that's what you're going to do. Now,